The last time I was with you, I promised that I would introduce you to a few of the colleagues of John Sevier and tell you a little about how they were also involved in the formation of Sevier County and in the state of Tennessee. Let's start with Isaac Thomas. Thomas was born in 1735. He was a Virginia trader who came into what's now East Tennessee to trade with the Cherokee towns along the Little Tennessee River.
Isaac Thomas may have been the first European man to enter into East Tennessee that stayed. He knew the land better than any other white man at the time. He lived among the Cherokees and did so for several years.
But at the age of 25, Thomas found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. As the Cherokee siege of Fort Loudon began in February of 1760, and turned into a massacre between 200 and 300 troops, women and children in August of 1760. Isaac Thomas was one of 3 men who were saved by the supreme chief of the Cherokee, Attacullaculla, or as he was known to the settlers, Little Carpenter, because he was known for his house building skills.
I think the events showed the depth and feeling between Isaac Thomas and at least one facet of the Cherokees. Another example came 15 years later during the early days of the American Revolution. Cherokee beloved woman Nancy Ward, whose mother was a sister of Attacullaculla of the Wolf clan, slipped away to warn her good friend Isaac. She had overheard that a British agent was inciting her people against the white settlers and that they should be prepared for trouble.
Well, miraculously, Thomas managed a journey of over 150 miles in a remarkable 3-day period to warn settlers along the Tennessee River. Apparently because of his knowledge and his friendship with Cherokee, Isaac Thomas was singled out by John Sevier to be his scout. That relationship saved many lives and advanced the settlement of the state. Thomas chose the forks of Little Pigeon River to build a cabin and a trading post, and it was there he raised his family. 20 years later, when John Sevier defeated the Indians at Boyd's Creek, Thomas was still his guide and scout. Some claim that Isaac Thomas was the first real settlers in what became Sevier County and that he actually named it for his dear friend John Sevier.
In 1794, when the first Sevier County Court met under the state of Tennessee, it was held at Isaac Thomas's house at the forks of the Little Pigeon River, which incidentally also served as a tavern and a hotel.
By the way, a daughter of his, Lucretia, married Robert Ware, who was a son of Colonel Samuel Ware. Colonel Samuel Ware was originally from Augusta County, Virginia, but in the fall of 1780, when it looked like the colonies were about to lose their battle for independence, he joined William Campbell and John Sevier. Leaving his wife of only a year, Ware decided his military experiences could be of service.
His experiences with his promotion to captain during the Over the Mountain Men period, when Over the Mountain Men went to South Carolina, to Kings Mountain, and fought with Ferguson. Their decisive victory was a very large part of the Southern campaign of America gaining its independence.
Perhaps it was these fighting men or the stories they told, perhaps their eagerness to return to the beautiful and game-plentiful valley of what is now Tennessee, that caused Ware to pack up his wife Mary and move to what's now Sevier County.
At the age of about 25, Ware built Fort Ware on the west fork of the Little Pigeon River, just upstream from the mouth of Walden's Creek. Mary Thompson Ware died about 20 years later, and Ware then married Mary Gilland in 1799. Each wife bore him 6 children. Evidence of the lasting and strong friendship between Ware and Sevier is the fact that each named a son after the other.
Ware actually went on to serve in the War of 1812 when he commanded the regiment of East Tennessee Militia. He died on his plantation at Fort Ware about 5 years later in the spring of 1817. In our next video vignette, we'll look at a few more compatriots of John Sevier who helped him build a county and estate. If you'd like to learn more about your ancestors, the Native Americans, or just about anything else historical in this area, we have it here at the Maples History Center. We're on the 3rd floor of the King Family Library on High Street in downtown Sevierville.